Good mid-morning on this cloudy, dark, rainy, depressing day in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area and central Illinois. This is Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, where you come. That's right, you come and like and subscribe for a one-of-a-kind company made, state-of-the-art, probability-based trading alerts. And we're going to get into a quick in-depth video on a subscriber requested coin at Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, where you can only get this probability-based, one-of-a-kind. And by the way, that coin is Litecoin. We're going to go over Litecoin. He's very concerned about Litecoin. I don't know if he's stuck in a position that he can't get out of, like Dogecoin. All of my Dogecoin followers, everyone's favorite Dogecoin. I fucking love Dogecoin. I'm building a company on it, baby. He's building a company on Dogecoin. He's nailing the call, baby. He's nailing the call. You know, that's why you like, subscribe, and share to the Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing radio show, where we give you one-of-a-kind, state-of-the-art, entertainment-based trading alerts. Because I am not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on my own radio show or TV, YouTube, internet, or wherever else my lovely, growing, glowing, beautiful audience shares me to, and it exposes me to a new market share, you know. But we're gonna have fun with this coin, and when we get in depth, like I always say, if you want to take down the criminal gangster cartel, the Ohio State University is the criminal gangster cartel, and they have infiltrated with a systematic and probability based system the federal government, the Federal Reserve, to take down the retail investor, right? But when you have a solid probability data-based, company-made, industry-exclusive to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing and his subscribers, and soon to come, entertainment-based, but factually and educational and informative, structurally sound, technical analysis class that I will be offering. I have a Cash App in the link if you want a coin of a breakdown on a coin like I'm about to give you on this coin, Litecoin. Everyone's fourth favorite coin, Litecoin. Can you fucking believe it? Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing is going to do an in-depth breakdown on Litecoin. But like I was saying, when we pull our, now, y'all wait for it, it used to be our third, but now it is our second most favorite tool on our chart here. Our little pointer tool with the little arrow at the front. It's growing in the market share, and it is our second favorite tool to use on this channel. Far behind, not really gaining any ground on the YouTube building company made pointer drawing tool. I love the drawing tool, and it is our most favorite and audience favorite tool here is the drawing tool. But this is now came out of nowhere. Company first brought it to you yesterday, last night, in that insightful Bitcoin technical analysis video. I brought the pointer tool with the little arrow at the front so I can do fancy things like this. See that? I can telegraph to let you sidestep when the criminal gangster cartel, the Ohio State University, is going to manipulate a pump to take down the retail investor, like they do Jim Harbaugh, 21 out of 22 years, because he has not learned how to sidestep, audible, read the defense, which is right here. You know, he's got to read the defense. You got your cornerbacks down here, your linemen and safeties. If you see blitzing guy coming in, sneaking in on the left side, you got to audible. You got to pull your fucking wide receivers in tighter. take that running back that you had in the slot and pull him back into the backfield so you got extra protection on the blind side to give you that time to make a probability-based trading alert. Now let's get into this when you like, subscribe, and share. Right here, the first thing you do in a chart, it's a company rule. You start from the farthest out time frame that makes sense. And then you start finding resistance, right? Or support. In this case, we're going to start with support in the monthly. This is all the way back in the monthly. It's only 2,000. On TradingView, they only let you go. They start their graph. Bitcoin or Litecoin. Oops, let's get back here to right there to right here. Litecoin was back around before the pump in 17. It kind of came in right at the end and pumped. I believe Litecoin got up close to $1,000. But right here, you can see that very easy. I mean, my audience can see that because they're not jabronis. They're not stuck into that trade in Dogecoin that they can't get out of and never wanted to be in. Right here, underneath support, right? Then right here underneath support, right? You guys all see that. That's basic. We're going to speed this up. That's boring. I can't work that slow, right? This class is fast paced. So overhead resistance, right? We all see that. Now, one thing this company always says you look for now, after you've got that, you see that, let's pull our company favorite and YouTube Rising drawing tool out. And right here is support 1 or overhead resistance 1. Right here, and here is overhead resistance 2, 3, 4, and 5. You got that? Very simple, super easy to understand. And then underneath, support, 3, 4, 5 times, confirming this overall pattern, which is a wedge pattern. And wedge patterns can be bullish and they can be bearish, depending on the structure and how it looks. Usually a rising wedge, no matter what the time frame is a bearish reversal pattern, but they can break up to the upside. It's just usually the probability based. When you break them all the wedges down, if you add them all up, right, they tend to break down more than they break to the upside. But this one's got nice pumping, steady volume or price up, and then it's got nice rising, building momentum in the volume. And volume always, this is a trading rule and a company rule, volume always precedes price, or you can look at it as price follows volume, right? So if we take that to a super simple, easy way to look at this, and we move our way into the daily time frame, see how easy that is? When you start from the far out time frame and you work your way in. Now if you look at this wedge, pumping volume, right? Steadily increasing volume. And something else that let's get this out of here and click back to our company favorite drawing tool. Let's pull out our popular rising trend line with a little arrow on it, right? See that? Look how beautiful that is. I love this. This is cancel this beautiful, glowing, informative, educational, one-of-a-kind, company exclusive technical analysis video at Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Oh, no. My audience is not leaving. But we're going to make this a YouTube sensation. One day, mark my words, you're going to hear all over YouTube, we're pulling out our favorite line tool with a little arrow at the front. You're going to hear that. I'm going to make this famous. But you see this volume? See how it's slowly building and now pumping? And this right here, the fat little line, that sexy, glowing, fat line. See how it's pumping? But the volume, that's the mean of the volume. The mean of the volume is just the average volume. In this case, the daily time frame, right? Very super simple and easy. But you see it pumping up and steadily rising. That's very, very bullish. And then notice the price follows the pumping buy volume, right? Increasing pumping buy volume, right? And then the price pumps, and you're all on support. Then you pump resistance, dump down the support, pump up the overhead resistance, dump, and then pump. You got that, And then the volume's pumping. That's very bullish, right? And if Jim Harbaugh was a subscriber, he wouldn't have been heist and fleeced and shysted by the criminal gangster cartel. Yes, the Ohio State University is the criminal gangster cartel 21 out of 22 times, because I could have showed him how to sidestep and audible the criminal gangster cartel that is fleecing and heisting and shysting the retail investor. It's okay, Jim Harbaugh. It's not just you. It's a lot of the retail investors too. Like, subscribe, and share. That's enough of our popular and fast-growing line tool with an arrow at the front of it. Let's pull back out, our company favorite drawing tool right now. Right now, if we look and zoom in closer, yeah, that's right, I said closer. Time frame with more sexy data points. That's why you work your way in, because the closer time frames, you have more beautiful, glowing, sexy data points to try to make an educational, probability-based trading decision, right? So now if we look at it in the 4 hour, not liking that. See this? Volume's now crashing in the 4 hour time frame. And I hate to tell you, but you got a rising and consolidating price. Very bearish in the 4 hour time frame. So if I would have been covering this coin back here, and you would ask me that comment, and if you did ask me this comment and I just didn't get to you, like I said, when you like, subscribe, and share it, this is exhausting and takes a lot of time. If you wanted a specific update on this coin, say on this pump right here, I could have been giving you updates. If you just wanted to cash at me and donate to the channel for a special 5-minute in-depth technical analysis at a faster pace than this, to give you all the data you need in 5 minutes, but similar to this with the educational and entertainment, most importantly, value, right? And I could have told you right here, this was very bearish locally because the volume started crashing. But then if we built into the price, pumping volume, bullish, right? We see that. Then crashing and consolidating and down and sideways move, and crashing volume following, bullish. So we would have said you're going to get a pump. But right here into the pump, as the criminal gangster cartel was dangling a beautiful, sexy, gorgeous 5'3" blonde brunette in front of you. Let's pull our company favorite drawing tool back out. As they were dangling it there, we would have now alerted you of a pattern reversal. And you say, how the fuck do you know there's a pattern reversal coming? It's extremely bullish. Why are you always bringing up these fucking bearish scenarios? Well, calm down, because I'm trying to save you money and make you fabulous, glowing, sexy gangs, so you can not be heisted and shysted and held down into poverty by the criminal gangster cartel, the Ohio State University. But if you look in, actually, we got to use the 4 hour time frame and just zoom out. You can see the volume started crashing, right? Not crashing, but going down from that nice steady upturn. You know what I'm saying? So that gives you an indication that the buyers are being exhausted in this pattern, this long pattern, and the sellers are starting to take over the market. Right here, you could see that when I just went over what I went over. And I went extensively over how to read the chart off a pump or a dump, right? I gave you, if it's a pump, I told you what to look for in the consolidation after, whether it looks like this or it looks like this, and what the volume's doing. If the volume crashes after, how that correlates to that, and if it's a bullish or bearish continuation. Check out those exciting in-depth videos. Almost 2 hours of fabulous, must listen, can't miss radio, brought to you by VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing at an industry exclusive, state-of-the-art, probability based trading alerts and technical analysis. Soon to come technical analysis classes. Very excited. And tomorrow night, or tonight, it's Saturday now, the crypto casino is coming back. I will record pre-recorded, because my third party that the criminal gangster cartel, the Ohio State University, that have infiltrated YouTube as a graduate of the criminal gangster cartel, the Ohio State University, have these rules to use on your phone. A live stream from YouTube, you must have certain requirements, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So the criminal gangster cartel will not allow me to give you a high quality video on a third party live stream because I've tried and they suck. And I will not let this great, phenomenal pieces of art that I put out for my lovely, growing, beautiful audience on this show, I will not allow it to be of a shitty quality, right? So we sidestepped them and we just pre-recorded the crypto casino, and I'm gonna put $240 on that strategy on the table tonight. Oh yeah, he said, can you fucking believe this guy's gonna put $240 back on the roulette wheel? But I'm gonna use that strategy where you have an 8.5% of outright losing, right? So that means I have a 80 or a 91.5% probability based trading alert or roulette alert, and I'm going to show you how a probability-based system plays out in your favor, and you can take that philosophy of this company's motto into other things, right? But I digress. Let's get back into the chart. But I could have told you the buyers were being exhausted, and the sellers are trying to take over in here, and I'm thinking we're coming back. Litecoin, my Litecoin buddy. I'm just looking at a brief update. Because I just don't have time to get in and break down this chart. If you wanted me to break it down the last 9 weeks of this chart and then give you a really solid price target where I think it's going, where I would put money on it, cash at me, and I will put a 5-minute video and give you multiple targets that you can put your money on, where you can, you're going to get the best advice. But right here, just looking at off a quick look, I would say the buyers are starting to slow down. The sellers are picking up. And I think we're going to trade down, back down to touch the bottom underneath support, right, again. And I don't think you're going to go straight down. But you can see it getting volatile. That's telling you something's happening. The market's trying right here, and then a quick pump, and then a dump, where you're getting 30-40% moves up and down right here. The market's telling you there's a big move coming, and I think you're going to straddle this a few times, trade, bounce off of this constrict. Here's what I think is going to happen as you move forward in the time. Let's get into a closer time frame, 2 hours. Perfect. I think you're going to start bouncing off of the 100-day or the 50 and 200-day moving averages, and it's going to bounce you down to your underneath support, right? And I think your short-term target for Litecoin on this quick video emergency update for my subscriber, I think you're going to trade down. But that's just me quickly looking at this coin. I think you're going to end up trading down that way. I think you're going to make a touch. I think before you make a new high in Litecoin, unless it's just a quick fake out to buy some more jabronis in like that Doge, I think you got to touch somewhere on this line eventually. Or over here. I forgot I'm in a far out time frame when I'm saying trading. Somewhere here before you get too far noticeably north of your all-time or your local 3-year high, right? So I would look for it to trade down fighting between the support or the 50 and 200-day moving average will force it as support and resistance overhead down to touch here relatively quickly, I believe. That's what I think is going on. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace and love.